Aha! Just got faded. Uh-huh. Fuck yeah, boys. Shit, where are we? Where have we gone? There we are. Right, let's get this bitch up and running. Let's keep that fairly low. Probably down to about here. In a bit. Sweet. Calm. We are good. We are Gucci. We are ready for one hell of a thick ass stream. MZK streaming. Oh, what a rarity. JK. Not anymore. Mr. Happy, you are officially the first comment and possibly the first viewer. You're very fucking early. Welcome. Wolfpack Alpha, welcome as well. Jared, welcome, my man. As always with these streams, we're gonna be waiting a little bit to get a few people in before I end up using the gameplay. Otherwise, the gameplay is gonna run out, and I'm gonna have no viewers. So we're gonna wait a little bit. Hood Gaming, hello, welcome. Kieran, how are you doing, my man? Welcome. Alright, sweet. Oh, my nose is itchy. I've got to stop snorting coke. Oh, I just need a fucking bump. Mr. Happy is a tie indeed. Look, you guys should know that when I'm working, I always like to pretend I'm in 1954. Today's no exception. I've got a nice 70s businessman tie on the go. So, you know, you gotta get a bit of class when we're streaming, don't you? That's how it works. Was there a new update? No, there was not. The update is not going to come out until summer, but we don't know when summer is, so it's not that handy. But guys, in case you haven't noticed, using a bit of pre-release footage for the background, because I have run out of gameplay and I haven't had the time to get more because I've been editing and doing scripts. So today's one is going to be a little bit of pre-release gameplay. Hopefully that's okay. Hopefully you're calm with that. I always love watching the old trailers back. I think it's absolutely fucking wonderful and slightly depressing as well. So yeah, cool stuff. No Man's Sky Adventures, nice skinny tie, very dapper as always. Hello, welcome, my man. Nice to see you as ever. Now this is actually this is an old tie. I got this from my dad who was working with someone who then left his job, and he was an old guy, probably in his 60s, something like that. So I got all of these old school kind of ties which I can rep now, which I really like. So that's always nice. Tony Towers, hello, welcome. Thank you very much. I do make an effort. Why not stream gameplay? Because OBS doesn't let me stream live gameplay. So I'm having to use pre-recorded gameplay. I would have actual gameplay, but I've kind of run out, so I'm making a compromise, and I'm using trailer footage and pre-release footage and stuff like that. What do you personally want from the third part of the update? I know you've made a video on it before. Yeah, so the third part is a very interesting one. I personally think that I would love to see more variation, obviously. More variation in terms of terrain, weather, animals, all of that stuff. So that's my go-to, and I would really love to see that implemented, but Christ knows. Oh, turn the volume down. Oh yeah, I forgot about the trailer music. You know what? Fuck the trailer music. Don't get any music. You don't need music. They might mute your stream. I imagine that the scenes. I've had it before where they've demonetize the stream as soon as it gets unlisted, but that doesn't bother me. Hopefully, that's all that will happen. But if you literally can't deal with just me talking, let me know and I'll just put the music back on and fucking risk a strike. It doesn't matter. Steve-O, welcome, my man, welcome. Absolutely wonderful to see you, as always. Mods get a free N-word pass. Do you know what? I think you'd have to run that by the boss, I think. Did you get Dreams early access? No, but I have seen a wealth of videos of it on Twitter. Everyone in the No Man's Sky community is shagging Dreams to death at the moment. So I've seen so many clips from it, and I really like the idea behind it. So I am actually very tempted to get on that, definitely. Is No Man's Sky worth buying after all of the updates? If you want a simple answer, yes. If you want a long answer, yes. Rob, my man, welcome. Rob is actually a moderator now, or a trial moderator, because he has a bit of a hectic schedule. So we're going to see if he can go around the modding life. But yeah, Rob's going to be knocking around, as always. I accidentally spoiled Endgame for like 3 people today. Fuck me. I reckon you got beaten up as well. Luckily, I'm not big on the Avengers, so I don't give a shit. Tony Towers, welcome. Welcome. They need to add vape pens in the update. You know what? Until this point in time, I hadn't even thought of that, but now I think that is an absolute must-have. Dreams, yeah. Dreams is like, I don't know a lot about it, but from what I can tell, it's kind of like a tool for making games, I think. Or maybe not games, like projects. It's a bit of a strange thing. I guess it's kind of like game development, but it's a game in a game. Where you're making games about... Yeah, you get you get what I mean. You get what I mean. Very confusing stuff. Brent Palmer, I want to share some thoughts with you. It's kind of long. Is that okay? No, of course, man. Go for it. Go for it. Starman, welcome. Welcome, 1954. I like it. I've banned people from that Discord and the sub. Brilliant. Brilliant. Yeah, the sub is all over the place. I got Dreams, but I am not getting into it all that much. We'll wait for the full game and play the solo mode and story and then get into making stuff. Just want to make fauna and biome mocks. Yeah, fair enough, man. Fair enough. I guess you have to be really in the mood. Really, really in the mood. MZK, if you could explore one pre-release planet besides Area 5, what planet would you choose? That's a very good question. I would probably have to go with the... I don't know if we had a name for it, but the sand planet with the big fat worm on it. I would love to see that. Mainly to see how the worm would work. But also because it's actually a true desert planet. So definitely that. Fuck, no spoilers. No, don't worry. I'm not gonna. I mean, I haven't seen it. I don't know anything about it, so there's not gonna be any spoilers. I don't think. I hope not. Lewis Netro, hello, man. From Texas. I like it, man. Welcome, welcome. You can make games, scenes, videos, movies, and music. Yeah, so it's like one big creator's tool for anything creative, basically. It's really clever. You can't watch Endgame because it has Endgame spoilers. Think about it. Good point. Very good point. I'm enjoying Dreams, but it's balancing it with playing No Man's Sky. Oh, yeah. I can imagine Dreams is something you sink a lot of hours into. So, yeah, balancing it is probably quite difficult, actually. I'm trying to get some PS4 motion controllers before I start creating in Dreams. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Ignore this blatant stealing of gameplay, by the way. I was not shadow playing this, I promise. You never see that because I always trim it, so it fades in straight away to this. But yeah, watching this pre-release footage, man, brings back a lot of emotions. A lot of emotions. Even now, I'm just like, fuck me, I just want to play that. I'm like, Sean, get in my bed and get in my belly as well. Like, a planet like this wouldn't even be that hard to have in the game at the moment, to be honest. It's literally just the aesthetic. We basically have this, and then some as well. Um, Again, same kind of terrain, animals largely the same. It's just the trees and the colours, really. But some of the footage you see, it's like, if I could have that, it would be an absolute dream. IGN didn't know you worked for them. Yeah, it's a little side thing, you know. Just a bit of money, just a bit of influence on the side, if you get what I mean. Start IGN employee MZK. You know what I mean. I like what you mean. I can never say your name. I'm just gonna say Zed. Zed. You know who I'm talking about, Zed. Welcome, Starman. I like your views on Reddit. I'm really not a fan. It's a bit of a bitch fight. Oh, it is. It's just an absolute cesspool of just people arguing, conflicting opinions, but not even like genuine criticism, just like baseless chat, shitting and fanboying, and I don't like it. Extreme Chris, welcome. I just looked up Dreams and it came up with a bed shop. Oh, I forgot Dreams is a bed shop. Yeah, fucking hell, crazy. Loottastic, or should I say, just Jared. Welcome, my man. Get in my bed ASAP. Depressed Luigi, loving the name, by the way. Astroneer or No Man's Sky? I have never played Astroneer. However, I did actually want to pick it up until I read the review saying it was quite basic and it was extremely early access. That kind of put me off. But yeah, I do want to definitely give that a go. Definitely. So I would have to say No Man's Sky, but only because I haven't played Astroneer. I kind of want No Man's Sky to bring back those sharp mountains, you know. I actually miss the animal sounds too. I definitely think they need to improve the animals. So, oh yeah, something about that old generation where it was really jagged and like awkward. I really like that. It was less predictable because all we have now is just like round mountains and it looks the same. It's too clean, you know. Like I don't want that. I don't want that, boy. 1v1 me right now. Ho. Emphasis on the ho. Downloaded the Pathfinder update and played that a bit in Jesus. The colours are so much better. Oh, yeah. Truly. As soon as you get into, like, Atlas Rises, I think that's when the colours started to dip. Even though you get some really nice colours on 1.3, but that was definitely when things started to get toned down and the lighting got more realistic and shit like that. It's Zvigalus. Christ, that is one hell of a name, and I respect that. Astroneer came out of early access. Oh, lovely. Might have to look into picking that up then. That'd be pretty sweet. We need planets like this. Planets like this. L plays in the US of A. What's that all about? I know. I guess he just has a really fucking sick job that means he can just work in America. Very jealous. Extremely jealous. Skin boot. When was the last time you had a wank? Right now. Yeah, Silsa knows. It's literally right now. Like, the reason why you can't see my hand apart from my vaping hand is because I'm tugging yourself off. Your favourite version for the design? In terms of No Man's Sky's design, I would probably say... That's a tough one. That's a really tough one. I always quite like 1.1, and I have a little soft spot for 1.1. So I'll probably say that. And that was the most like pre-release you'll get, apart from 1.0, but 1.0 was just, it was too basic. Every time I see your stream, I'm about to leave for work. Ah, I know. Talk about the time difference. I'm so sorry. Oh, Rob, why have you got an alt on the go? Brilliant stuff. Pre-release portals reminded of the Portal theories. Yeah, they were incredible. They were absolutely incredible. Procedural Traveller, welcome. Great to see you as always. Crispy Muffin, welcome. I randomly went into No Man's Sky once and I spawned on a planet where the surface was completely black, but the sky was crimson red. Everything on the planet was completely black. I was so confused. Funny enough, I've had the same thing actually. It was on PC. It was a glitch where all the textures were just black, but it looked like absolute shit. But if everything was black and the sky was red, I think that's pretty sick actually, to be honest. Um, they should add some things on planets where everything glows at night, like in Avatar. Thoughts? Well, you can see in the pre-release footage we had planets like that. So yeah, bring them back. A whole planet type where it's maybe always night and it's always glowing. That'd be brilliant. I will enjoy it. I am enjoying it at the moment. The stream will end when I suddenly bust a nut all over the stream. Um, do you think that the last of the 3 updates will be only fauna and flora focused? I think that would be very likely. Definitely the most vocal part of the game that people are wanting to see improved. So I think it's possible. And if it was something like that, then they could probably get away with just doing that, because people I think would be pretty happy if that was the only addition. Sif91 looking good, man. Thank you. Don't make me blush. Have you ever dreamt about No Man's Sky? Yes, I believe so. I can't remember what it was about though, but I can remember it. It was a dream. Sandrian, welcome. It wasn't a glitch. It was just a very badass planet. Fair enough. Never seen one like that before. Like you being in a No Man's Sky planet or something. I think, yeah, there was some kind of dream, I think, where it was like I was playing one of the pre-release footages, kind of like this one. Again, I can't really remember. I hope they come out with third person still in VR, like Astrobot. Oh, that would be interesting for motion sickness, but yeah, I mean, it's in the game. I don't see why it'd be disabled, to be honest. Would you rather have pre-release or the game now, but no more updates? Well, if I were to break the question, I'd rather have the pre-release aesthetic and generation with the gameplay now. But I would probably say pre-release, just because it's something interesting. It's something we haven't played, and we probably never will play. So, I would love to explore that, definitely. You aren't the only one who wants gas giants. Hell no, boy. Loads of people want them. Last part of Beyond allows you to smoke Getnip. Fucking hope so. So I can blaze it. They need to make space stations better in Next. They improved, but they are still pretty useless. Yeah, make them bigger, more variation, things like that. I'd be more than up for that. Thomas, welcome. Thank you for stopping by, my man. I think the third update will be NPCs doing more, moving, giving more missions, being on your frigates. Think that will link into the other 2 updates as well. I could not agree more. Maybe add some sort of station within the storms of the gas giant. Ooh, yes, please. As much variation and differentiation as possible would be amazing. Gameplay of today, E3 aesthetics. Definitely, man. Definitely. Like, if we just had this old pre-release color scheme, but with modern day gameplay and features, fuck me, I'd be on that. I think that 3 is everything else outside of multiplayer and virtual reality. We always get way more than we expect with each update. Oh, yeah, 100%. I mean, the first 2 parts are very focused, so yeah, I agree. I think it's quite likely, actually. It could be, completely unrelated to the other ones. Rule of thumb, guys, if you make a Star Wars reference, I'm not going to understand it because I don't rate it. You planning on seeing the new Avengers? No, I haven't seen an Avengers film since the 2012 one, so no, not me. I've seen a lot of memes about it though. Been nice, bro. I'm gonna go now. Enjoy your day. Thank you very much, man. Thank you for stopping by. It does mean a lot. NPC overhaul, better architecture for each of the races, more ship types and variants, definitely. Next discount on No Man's Sky, I'm gonna get it thanks to your videos. Thank you, man. Thank you. Nice to know that I've made a difference. I hope you enjoy it. Update number 3, No Man's Sky Classic. It allows you to play previous versions of the game. Ooh, very interesting. I would like that. New species entirely focused on being evil, definitely. More habitats, definitely. Does it annoy anyone else that the trees don't move at all in the game? Oh, yeah. It annoys me a bunch. Because the underwater flora moves, so do the trees, man. They need to make a mission creator for players to make missions for other players to play. A lot of playing there, but yes, I agree. Where is asteroid mining? I mean, actually landing on big asteroids and mining them instead of just shooting them. Oh yeah, please, please. Wormholes. I'm pretty sure wormholes used to be a thing back in pre-release. Sword. No, people don't play this game anymore. Such a dead game. Welcome though, Sword. Nice to see you as always. I miss the vanilla No Man's Sky colours and terrain generation. Oh yeah, man. Trust me. When I go back and I play 1.1, not 1.1, 1.06 or whatever the earliest build you can get on Steam is, you notice that the terrain is so much better, so much more varied. It's incredible. I don't know how it got smoothed out so much to the point where it's boring. It makes no sense. No sense. Do you think we would get a bolt-on story like we did The Abyss? A Beyond one with that red text and sounds in the first trailer? Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. I think that would fit really nicely, actually. Pwn Stream, welcome. Hashtag sword all day. I'd like to see a more habitable space stations. Yeah, ones you can build bases in, maybe. Create your own ones, stuff like that. To be honest, I would rather have the game now because there's more stuff to do, you know. Oh yeah, in terms of gameplay, 100%. But aesthetic and general exploring, I feel like pre-release would be better. But there isn't a game in pre-release No Man's Sky. It's like a tech demo, you know. It's like one of those VR games where you walk around and look at stuff and go, that looks cool. And that's about it. So ideal situation is gameplay we have now, old aesthetic that we used to have back in pre-release and, you know, 1.0, 1.1, things like that. What version of No Man's Sky did you buy? I bought 1.1 No Man's Sky, but I barely played 1.1 because Pathfinder dropped something like 3 days after I bought it, I'm pretty sure. Lurking with cats, that's the best way to lurk. Do you think Beyond will be the last big update? Good question. A lot of people have asked that. I think there is a possibility that Hello Games might be done with doing these big, fat, long waiting updates. I would hope that Beyond is so substantial that it brings the game up to such a level where they can afford to do smaller and more frequent updates. That'd be a lot better for me. No Man's Sky Battle Royale, I need that. I need that. Sean said the 3 parts would work very well together, hence they bring them in on the big update. Going with that, one of them being VR and having the optimization update, I think a visual diversity upgrade would make so much sense. More quantities of animals and trees and more colour would be excellent and logical with VR. Definitely. I mean, you need a interesting place to explore in VR. You need an interesting landscape and shit like that. So yeah, variation all day. My rabbit keeps trying to eat my feet. Oh, cook him alive. Do you have a day job, MZK? If so, what do you do? Not anymore. I used to, but I quit it to do YouTube. I used to work in food and beverage. Since I don't work there anymore, I can actually tell you where I live. I used to work at a theme park in the UK called Chesington World of Adventures. I worked in the food and beverage unit as a team leader. But I got to the point where I wasn't enjoying it anymore and I left and decided to put more time into YouTube. So no, YouTube is the only thing I got going on. The lost ability to terraform and modify faunas and make your own terraformed paradise planets on setting up random seed numbers is a must. After being able to set bases on big asteroids, possibility, yeah, definitely. Custom seeds would be incredible for creative. Bit Minecraft-esque, you know? Love your content, by the way. Thank you, Vincent. Means a lot. Hope No Man's Sky becomes one of those games which just keep going and adding stuff monthly, kind of like GTA. Yeah, that would be a very nice situation, but quite frequent updates. I would like that a lot. I wish the graphics were like Borderlands 2. Interesting. Very precise art style with cell shading. But for No Man's Sky, I'm not sure how that would work. I mean, I reckon it would be actually quite nice. But it'd be very different to what we're used to, I'll say that. Thanos eats a banana in Endgame. Ah, fuck. Spoilers, boys. Melee weapons and customizable guns ship freighters all day long. All day. No worries, Charlie. Anytime, man. Anytime. Do you play No Man's Sky on PS4? And if so, did you update your PlayStation ID? No. I didn't update my ID because I only got a PS4 fairly recently, so I managed to secure Skin Boot as my ID. So, yeah, boy. Don't need to fuck around with that. Or you could just, join the PC mustard race and change it for free. Love the live streams, by the way. Thank you, William. It means a lot. Well, if I ban a user, I can't unban him again after I lost him in the chat. Good that I tried that with my alt. YouTube really needs better moderation tools. Interesting. I never even thought about that. I've never had to ban anyone before, so I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. Look at those lovely sharp mountains on that snowy planet. I know. They look incredible, don't they? Like a crazy, crazy amount of variation right there. One of the little things I want is some type of NPC fighter fleet. Like 3 ships that follow you in space and fight with you in encounters. Yeah, kind of like companions in Skyrim or Fallout, something like that. I wish No Man's Sky was more of a survival game like Minecraft or something like that. Well, I mean, survival, when you play the survival game mode, feels a lot more survival-y. But yeah, I agree. There could be more survival elements in normal, in general, so the game just feels a little bit better. It was shown off in one of the early trailers. Yeah, it was. I remember Sean saying these AI wingmen. Don't know if that was a feature or just put there for, trailer orgies, not entirely sure, but yeah, that would be good regardless. MZK, if I punch myself and it hurts, am I too strong or too weak? That is a classic meme generator, Velociraptor kind of top text, bottom text meme, and I've thought about it a lot, and I can't think. I can't think, man. I haven't done philosophy in a while. Do you think we will get randomly generated dungeons instances for the online update? Yeah, possibly. Possibly. Thank you, Steve. Thumbs up is always appreciated, guys. I'm trying to gather materials, but I'm dummy thick, and the clap of my ass cheeks keep alerting the sentinels. I love that meme. Oh, man, it just kills me. I fucking love that, honestly. If only Hello Games had an infinite budget. Yeah, no, imagine. MZK, did you see my 16 dimensions video idea? Do you think that could work? You'll have to remind me what it is, because I've read a lot of direct messages recently, and a lot of them have got confused in my head. But I feel like I know what you're talking about. I need a little refreshment. Going to YouTube Studio, it shows block users you can unblock. Oh, nice. Sweet, man. Sweet. Oh, hello. It's a face cam and a face cam. That was an accident. I remember that. Kind of wish Earth-type planets were more rare. Oh, definitely. Yeah, we need like more shitter planets. So then when you actually get animals, they're a lot rarer as well. I remember that's what people said. Oh, that's what Sean said pre-release. He said that animals would be kind of like a rare thing. So, yeah, what happened to that? Thumbed up before I click play. Nice. That's what I like to see, man. That's what I like to see. Tired of only having one freighter. Want a fleet of them or something called a command ship. Oh, yes, definitely. Getting a few armies on the go, something like that. That's what you'd like. That is indeed what you'd like. So this is gameplay, which I don't know if you've seen it. I think you could possibly... I can't remember. If I put the link here, would you play the 16 dimensions vid? Would be good to get your take and the viewers. I'll tell you what. If you send it to me directly, I'll consider making a whole video on it. That'll be better than I can plan it more and stuff like that. Have you got a survival save going? I have, but I haven't touched it in God knows how long. A very long time. Okay, word just in, boys. Tippy Tappy ASMR has commented on one of the videos. Fuck yeah, boys. You already know what's going on. I'm eating beans on toast, man. Good. I'm eating beans. Just a can of beans. Just a fucking tub of beans with no sauce. Load of dry beans. That's what you need. Good on you, man. Good on you. And I'm gonna stop the video for a little bit of paid promotional. No, I'm joking. Today's flavour is a peach flavoured Vape Mate Classic flavour. Vape Mate is a website, and they do their own e-liquid. And this is a peach flavoured one. 6 mg of nicotine. Lovely flavour. Lovely flavour. Even though I smoked about 5 fags today, but that's not the point. Yeah, DM it to me on Twitter. Yeah, that'd be calm. That'd be calm. Now I think of it, a public auction house would be great together with recipes you could find. The whole generated spaceship visual add-ons. Yeah, that would be incredible. Incredible. Yeah, that'd be calm, man. I'd love that. You can get like shit which you might not have got before, like community rewards, things like that. MZK, you remind me a lot of Exurbia. I don't know who that is, man. I don't know who that is. I'm not a sellout. It was a joke, alright? I've had multiple emails from people going, do you take paid content? And I'm like, yes, no. I have spoken to some of them, but I'm seeing how AIDS the content is. It's gonna be some like fucking shit ass game on Steam. Be like, please promote this and I'll pay you £5. No. I sent you an email. If you could please read it out on stream and tell me what you think. Fuck me. Yeah, I don't have my emails on my phone. I don't think. Oh, I do. Never mind. Holy fuck. Okay, that is a big ass email, man. I've got that. That's a big ass email. Okay. Right. We're going to read this email, boys. So I'm going to catch up with the chat and then I'm going to read this. If you drop a comment, I probably won't read it. So do them after, if that makes sense. Bob, I miss Bob. I miss Bob. He was a good man. At least Hello Games didn't just leave the game after all the backlash. Definitely. Oh, yeah. They could have done that so easily. Multiple multi-tools. Multi-dabs and multi-tools. Always. Alright, boys. So, this is from Brent. Brent Palmer's dropped me a little email. Naughty boy. It's quite big, so brace yourselves. Picture this. You're on a planet just doing your normal exploring thing. Maybe just collecting some resources. Or what you... And unknown to you, there would be a massive shadow slowly creeping up from behind. Picture the opening scene from Independence Day where the mothership was approaching the Earth, and because it was casting a mass... Okay, yeah, okay. So anyways, the shadow would finally catch up to you, and you would think, what the heck, how did it become so dark so fast? Of course, you would look up to find that you are basically face to face with the largest and most dangerous enemy in No Man's Sky, and that'd be the sole leader of the Sentinels, or the Queen Sentinel, if you prefer. So naturally, you probably start running for your ship, after saying a few profanities first, like, holy fucking shit, cunt, and so on. He didn't say that, he just put holy shit. You get to your ship, and you start to accelerate as fast as you can to space to get a better look at this thing. And just in a nick of time, mind you, because it sending a massive swarm of smaller sentinels to the planet. Wow. Okay. This is when you notice, since you are the only thing in space, it has trapped its gaze on you, and you know that you have to get that. Okay, alright, I get you. Alright, so... pretty much what Brent is saying here is that we need a big fat sentinel to fight, basically. So some kind of like mother creature, as always. Yeah, so one common massive enemy. Okay, yeah, I like that. That was one fucking good email, I'll tell you that. So yeah, I would agree. I would definitely say that there needs to be a common enemy, something you can fight against, something which is way more pressing. So like Brent said in his email, I think that the Sentinels are perfect for that. They are basically the enemy of the game, but there needs to be a more pressing sense of danger. I think that's what he's trying to get at in the email. So yeah, I think that's a fucking sick idea, and thank you for taking the time to write that out. And if anything, send that to Hello Games, because they do read their emails. So yeah, go for it, man. Melee weapons like a lightsaber, black hole grenades. Oh, imagine that. Bumblebee sentinels in a swarm. Yeah. Peaceful gamer, welcome. No Man's Sky needs a common enemy so bad. Oh, it does. It does. I mean, I know the game isn't about fighting and killing and warring and what have you, but there does need to be a little bit more action going on, I think, to some extent. You know, that would help the survival feel as well. So yeah, definitely. 100%. Aye. That'll be my piss. Ooh. It's fucking flavour. It's very good. It hits like a beast. On an unrelated note, I finally finished Stranger Things. You know, only like a few years late. I polished off season 2 yesterday, and fuck me, Stranger Things is probably one of the best TV shows I've seen in a long time. Honestly, it's so good. People that say it's overrated or it's just not as good as people make it out to be. I mean, you have to be fairly big on the whole like sci-fi, really far-fetched concept with, you know, hints to fantasy like D&D and shit like that. But fucking hell, man, so good. Can't wait for season 3. An aggressive unknown race that visits, like pirates. Yeah, definitely. Like, there's something which you don't quite understand, and that sort of creates an element of horror and things like that. Do you play Astroneer? No, I don't. I do need to pick it up, though. I miss that mist or haze on planets. Gave it a dreamy and alien feel. Oh, yeah. Definitely, man. Definitely. Stranger Things is awesome. Oh, so good. So good. I've sent them a few ideas, such as that one. But then I gave you, I thought of as my favourite one because it would involve everyone else. Definitely. Well, everyone in the chat has now heard it, so that's always good. No Man's Sky is a travelling game. There's no pirates on planet that bury their booty. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean, man. Try Happy on Netflix. It's fecked up and awesome. I will, man. I need a series now. I finished Stranger Things. I keep starting stuff and not finishing it. Like I binge Prison Break for ages because I feel like I had to watch it. And then I started Orange is the New Black as well, which everyone fucking raves about. And then I got bored of it because it was so fucking panned out. There's so much I need to watch. Do you like 21 Pilots? They're alright. I like their recent album. It's quite good. I can't even remember what the fuck it was called. Why am I struggling so much to remember? I remember the songs, I just can't remember what the album's called. Either way, I liked that album. I thought was quite good. If you like Stranger Things, you'll love the OA, also on Netflix. Nice, man. I'll check that out. I need more like crazy, you know, sort of like science fiction, fantasy shit to watch because usually my Netflix consists of like Louis Theroux and like, you know, fucking Prison Break and shit like that. So I need something a bit more crazy, a bit less grounded in reality, you know. No Man's Sky on mobile will probably be the third update. I'll be very fucking disappointed. I'll be so goddamn disappointed. OA was pretty good, but kind of trippy strange at the same time. Nice. That's what I like. Game of Thrones is life. Yeah, you always get one of them. Again, I really like fantasy. I'm really big on it, but Game of Thrones, I find it so hard to get into. I think it's because it's just such a big commitment, because I know how many fucking series there's going to be of it. So yeah, it's a tough one. But I do need to get on it, especially since, you know, last season and all. But I want to read the books, if anything. Trench, that's the one. Have you watched Black Mirror? No. Again, everyone raves about it, but I really like the idea of it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Black Mirror kind of reminds me of like a sort of like a maybe not Twilight Zone, but you know, like there's a weird story each time and it's different every time for every episode. I like the idea of that. Third component needs to be content, not another platform to play it on, like mobile. Yeah, and even if mobile No Man's Sky does happen, I think it wouldn't be like a big selling point of the update. I think it will be like something which will be like, oh, by the way, No Man's Sky's on mobile, done. It's not going to be like, this is the fucking third part we're all waiting for. It's No Man's Sky mobile. Like, no. Line of Duty on Netflix is incredible. Nice. Ignore all social media until you've seen Endgame. Please stop talking, your voice hurts. No, it's okay at the moment. It's okay. Guilds combined bases and planetary defense would be good. Oh yeah, boy. Bit more combat as well. No Man's Sky Adventures got to go. Sent the video link on Twitter. No worries, man. Thank you very much for stopping by. I'll check out that link and I'll consider doing another video on that if it's interesting. Yeah, mate. I've given up on most TV shows now and I just watch porn. Fair enough. Fair enough. You know, you need a bit of the story, but at the same time, you need to crack a wank. So, porn's perfect, man. No Man's Sky arse mode. Yeah, I would agree. You put like a selfie stick up your ass and then attach your phone to it, and you play No Man's Sky by clenching your ass cheeks. You heard it here first. Sean Murray's watching it like, holy fuck, how did I not think of this? Ow, that hurt. But yeah, TV. I need to get back on TV. I had this phase as well where I watched like a shit ton of films. I was just going through all the classics. Like in a week, I watched like 4 or 5 films, but like old ones. So I was like banging all the classics which people rate about. Like I saw Goodfellas, Godfather, Silence of the Lambs, Jackie Brown, I think I watched. Something like that. All like old kind of like cult classics. I was just fucking ploughing through them. But I'll tell you a film, if any of you haven't seen it, or if you have seen it. Shutter Island. What a film that is. Fucking hell. So good. The ending literally shook me to the core for like ages. I was like, holy shit. Rip all the video drivers that run slower in the experimental No Man's Sky. I mean, not quite, but I think I actually get worse performance on the new build, honestly. It's a bit of a state. How do I fund the brain for a conflict scanner? They should add zombie hordes on planets with goop. Yeah, I mean, it's possible. It's space. 100%. Oh, kill Sentinel Walker. Oh, okay. Have you played Satisfactory? No Man's Sky should steal a shit ton from that. No, I haven't, but I saw their Twitter and it made me laugh. So I need to check that out, definitely. To be honest, Bates Motel was decent. My fucking girlfriend will not stop banging on about that. And I haven't seen it. I feel like I should. If I don't, she'll definitely make me watch it. So, yeah, great fun. Base building and production. Yeah, okay, man. I'll have to check that out, definitely. Edge of Tomorrow, I haven't seen. But that's like one of those films which everyone fucking raves about. Definitely. Oh. Fucking burns, that does. But, yeah. I'm big on media. I like TV. I like films. Books. I always have phases where I read loads and then I just stop. But it often depends like how much free time I have, what the book is, stuff like that. The one book that really got me into reading properly was The Shining. Oh my god, what a fucking great book. And then I watched a film and I was like, this is nowhere near as good as the book. But yeah, The Shining like proper got me into reading, especially Stephen King as well. So that was when I watched the new It as well, the 2017 one. I read Misery, then watched the film. The Green Mile I actually forgot was Stephen King. I haven't read the book. I have it, but I haven't read it yet. But the film is fucking great. Made me cry, actually, that film. Right at the end. Oh, man, it's so sad. Have you seen The Martian? No, I haven't. But I feel like I should have, because a lot of people fucking rate it, like, very highly. And it's fucking Matt Damon, I'm pretty sure, isn't it? Matt Damon getting lost in places, part 2. Actually, more than that, like, part 8. Oh. Fuck me, it kills my throat, this vape. Jeez. From which perspective is The Shining written? Fuck, that's a good question. It's not from anyone's perspective, it's third person, I'm pretty sure. So it's like Stephen King is writing it, basically. And he's explaining things from like a bird's eye view, third person, basically. I think that's how it works. Yeah, it is. It's not like one character. Although you get all those mad theories that like the whole book is actually fucking Jack's writing that he's doing in the book. So it's like a book in a book. It's very confusing stuff. Honestly, the Shining theories are absolutely on a fucking different level. Especially the film ones. They need gas giants and actual asteroid belts within the rings. Yeah, I thought when No Man's Sky next brought ring planets that they would almost definitely be actual asteroids. And I thought, okay, reason behind this is realistically, Hello Games aren't just going to add them in if they just look cool. They have to have a gameplay purpose. I thought asteroid belts, what comes hand in hand with that, maybe asteroid mining, on foot mining, space on foot, things like that, and it just didn't happen. I remember I made a ring planet speculation video before next, and that's what I said in the video. But yeah, it never happened, so strange. I don't know if that's like a technical thing, maybe engine limitation, something like that. I'm not really too sure. Oh, oh, that hurts. There's a lot of pain in that. There's a lot of fucking pain. Good God. The Game of Thrones dynamic would be fitting. I have not read The Shining. Each chapter, another character's perspective. I really like that. That's a really nice idea, actually. But I've heard that the Game of Thrones books are extremely hard to get into. I've heard that they're like a big commitment. It's kind of like reading the Lord of the Rings books. Like, they're very fucking intricate, I guess the word is. A lot of stuff in Lord of the Rings isn't covered in the film and so forth. So I can imagine it's probably the same with Game of Thrones. And I've seen how thick those books are. They're like thick with like 3 C's. So, yeah. I mean, I struggled to read the first Lord of the Rings. It took me like a good like 2 months to read it on and off. So, yeah. Definitely be a big ass commitment. I found a planet the other day with rings going through its moon. Proper weird, like. Yeah, when you get some of those really nice views where you can see the rings and they're kind of like, you know, going through the planets, they look really fucking nice. Really nice. Thoughts on Warframe? Warframe, I played a good, like, 4 years ago, I think. Or it was when it was like really new. I remember I played it on Xbox and I didn't like it. But now people absolutely shag the shit out of Warframe. They say it's so good for content and all that stuff. So I would definitely check it out. Definitely check it out. It's one of those games which I feel like you can sink a lot of time into, and those are always my favourite. You have to go through the first 150 pages, then it gets really good. Oh, okay. Yeah, that I feel like that was kind of similar with a lot of books I've read. Prime example was Fahrenheit 451, which is like one of the most fucking famous dystopians ever written. I thought it was really shit until the end of the book, where it picked up right at the end. But for the rest of it, I was like, this is quite boring. But someone like Blade Runner was like consistent throughout. I really fucking liked it. Or the Android's Dream of Electric Sheep, if you want to be difficult. I just like murder mysteries. Maybe they can implement that into the game. Books like Skyrim. Yes. More, I'm going to turn the audio off as you're going to hear 2 people talking. More lore. That's what Orbit said on the last stream that I did with them. More stuff to like twiddle around, you know, more stuff to view and more stuff to read, you know, stuff that fleshes out the story, adds a bit of back context and things like that. Paranoia 1.0 is kind of Diplotopian. I like that. That's really good. In case you guys didn't know, this chair actually reclines as well, so you can do like a PewDiePie style thing of just being like, what are you saying, boy? And just fucking go back up again. It's really fun to do. I could actually probably sleep on that chair. because you can just recline it all the way and use it as a bed. It's fucking nice. But I'm not one of those pagans that buys one of their like 350 quid gaming chairs. This is like a knockoff, whatever the actual gaming chairs are called. But it does me wonders, especially since I was using a fucking IKEA chair beforehand. This planet I really like. This is the planet I've always thought very highly of when it comes to pre-release footage. I mean, you can tell just how like boring the underwater is though, because this is like obviously pre-Abyss, and it really does make a difference when you see just how like empty underwater was. I see what you mean. I had that with The Mist, a Stephen King film. I haven't heard of it actually. The movie was total shit, but the ending, literally last 10 minutes, makes it worth it. Yeah, and that's the worst thing to have, because it's like you're just reading or watching something for the sake of getting to the only good bit, which just so happens to be the fucking ending, which is really annoying. Because then when it comes to Fahrenheit 451, I'm like, yeah, I recommend it because the ending's good, but the rest of it I don't rate at all. So yeah, it's a tough one. It's a really tough one. The water looks more smooth on top. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? It's the water I thought in pre-release was always really nice. It didn't have all like the waves and shit which we have now, but yeah, it does. It looks smoother. It looks cleaner. There's more color to it, more reflections. I like it. This planet is like one of my favorite pre-release planets. It's so goddamn nice. The green grass, you know, that really like hazy, colorful look. It's like a summer planet. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This is the kind of shit I would kill for in modern day No Man's Sky. And even the ships had just something really nice about them. Like the plutonium crystals as well. Can't believe we never saw them. But it's just a generation, you know, the rocks coming out of the water. Everything. It looks like it fits and it makes sense. I just don't get why we don't have that anymore. I really don't. So many trees, yeah, and the trees are really lovely as well. I really like the old pre-release shaded trees. The way they sway as well. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Go and dab outside the Hello Games offices. Only if I can make a video on it and can put 5 mid-roll ads in it. No, I'm joking. I might do a quick dab outside their offices though. So when do they bring out the Vulkan update from experimental to live? I believe Vulkan gets properly implemented with Beyond. So I would assume that when Beyond comes in, we're going to finally have the full Vulkan support. The experimental at the moment is only like a fraction of what we're going to get. I think it's mainly to test how computers and consoles and whatever are going to run with it. So if you're not seeing a major increase in performance now, you just have to wait till it's fully implemented, and then I guess we'll see. But these pre-release structures as well, even something like the pre-release structures I really like. They look way more sci-fi, you know, clean, alien, all of that. The popping is just awful though. And the way that Sentinels just kind of fluttered to the ground instead of blowing up, I like that as well. Daxter, hello, welcome. We're talking about pre-release stuff. Well, not religiously, but we are watching some pre-release gameplay, so I guess why the hell not? Wouldn't it be cool to make 3 online instances / servers with all a different visual take? Old, post, next, new one with current gameplay updates. That would be very cool. That'd be extremely cool. I like the idea of that a lot. And then it'd be like, okay, boys, I don't feel like playing next. Today I'm going to play a bit of 1.3, or you get like a bit of the pre-release-esque planets and so forth. That would be sick. That'd be really cool. Unmowed Grass World. Yeah, boy, bring them back. I have major performance decrease with experimental. Yeah, a lot of people do, apparently. I don't have like a major decrease, but I've noticed that it's not that much better. Like, it's slightly smoother, and that's about it, really. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Vulkan on consoles, wow, that would be an insane performance boost. Yeah, definitely. Since, you know, most consoles have AMD processors as well, and Vulkan is mainly for AMD, then yeah, consoles definitely. And I think consoles probably need it more than PC. Because you get Sword, rocking around with his fucking, what is it, GTX, 2080 or whatever it is. And you're like, what? And he just has no issue running the game. So yeah, consoles need a bit of love. Are you expecting something from this year's E3? In terms of No Man's Sky, no, I'm not. I'm always hoping for new games, though. Skate 4. Where the fuck is Skate 4, boys? I need Skate 4 in my life. EA, please, for the love of God, make Skate 4. And I'll pre-order that shit all day long. I miss the old alien names for things. Yeah, when you couldn't pronounce stuff. I like that. Vulcan update with superb performance on my... Oh. Fair enough. Yeah, it's more stable. That's what I've heard the most, is that it's more stable. Not necessarily like it's, fucking 100 plus FPS, but like the game crashes less, it stutters less, the popping's not as bad, things like that. So that's good, man. That's good. It gave everything this otherworldly vibe, like lasers for laser. Yeah, exactly. Less grounded in reality. I agree with you. Vehicular interiors, raids with guilds on enemy settlements would help me troll everyone. Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. I mean, there are variants of asteroids inside the planetary rings that don't give resources. Oh, very interesting. Very interesting. I think asteroid variation in general should be improved. Or maybe not even variation, just the density, the pop-in issue with them and things like that. I would always rate that quite a lot. No Man's Sky needs puzzles, kind of like how people thought they could get portals to work using the big ball flags and planet rotation. More physical tasks rather than just hacking. Yeah, I'd agree, man. I really do miss those days where people were like, how do we activate the portals? And they were, going around, as you said, flicking through fucking balls and trying to roll stuff all over the place. I love that. Wild Billy Goats, nice, yeah. By the way, I just bought PlayStation VR. I can confirm that it's visually more impressive than I thought. I like it equally as the Vive, played that as well, so people on the fence get off it. Nice, man, nice. I would expect the PSVR to be slightly less visually appealing than, like a Vive or an Oculus because of the price difference, but that's sick. That's sick. Once again, we need black people. Dab. That's it. I agree. I love this pre-release UI as well. Fucking hell, this UI is absolutely beautiful. The little like glassy texture as well, where the multi-tool reflects. I love that so much. On one of my winter planets, I had found so many save points that when I opened the menu to upload them, it lagged the game out because I had so many. Nice. We never got rectangular crystals. No, we didn't. And I really don't know why, because it's not even that hard of a thing to implement. It's literally just like a model, and that's it. The game has matured. Oh, yeah, it has. A lot. A lot. You see how basic things were back in the day. Like, the UI was so simple. Everything's just, clean. All of that stuff. I love that old minimalistic inventory. Yeah, same here, man. It's beautiful. This was back when people actually used the I forget the name of it. The little explosive launcher on your multi-tool. I can't remember what it's called, but I remember that used to be so good back in the day. Until the terrain manipulator got introduced, and then no one fucking uses it anymore. I like the visuals for Discovered Species, but I guess that would be a lot. Yeah, I think what they just showed, where they were walking around and stuff, is what we need. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's too taxing on performance, or it makes things too difficult or something. Who knows? Who knows? Dabs again, and dubs in dabs in public, and then your mum screams at you. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. I like the look of Bellari 5. Oh yeah, that's a classic. That's a fucking classic planet. It's not as bad as you think. I would say that on a 100% being Vive Oculus, PSVR is 90 to 95% at least, as far as I compare it. Decent. Very nice. Gator, you have fucked yourself again. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Getting timed out, boy. When will the price go up when they release the new No Man's Sky disc? Oh, will the price go up? I don't think so. I think it'll stay the same. That's my poster falling down. People tell me I'm a right weirdo for staying all day over someone to play a game. I just tell them I have proper bad hay fever. Fair enough. Fair enough, man. I've recently learned that you could potentially become a furry in Cyberpunk. I don't know what to do with that knowledge. Fuck. Okay, not buying it. No, I'm joking. But that's pretty. Yeah, that's a bit weird. I mean, does that even fit in with Cyberpunk games being a fucking furry? Man, I don't know. I don't know. That's fucking weird, though. But look, we got a bit of pre-release space here. Look at the planets, the terrain matches as well. Kind of like what we have now, but back then it was to a much more higher extent. This is when it was, like, very, very accurate, as you can see here. That's the kind of stuff which I want. But even, like, space just looks generally better. The colours look nicer. But you do notice how the ship UI has changed so much. Like, it used to look so grey. It's really hard to explain. But I'm pretty sure this build didn't have rotating planets. Because this planet... Can you not fucking fall down on me, you stupid poster? Okay, it can live there. Apparently so, watch Neon Arcade's recent vid. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. I don't want to be a fucking furry. 1 second behind MZK. You have the light speed level when it comes to moderating. Oh, well, that's... Oh, this fucking poster, man. Get off the wall. Fuck me sideways. Hold on, let me just sort this shit out. Live there. Live there. Fuck me. I think they should just give, like, basic stats to, like, 20% oxygen, 10% CO2 in biomes. I know that's hard, letting it look nice and making it work. But they shouldn't do it on every planet. And black people. Oh, of course, yeah. You had to get that last bit in there. The LOD was at a very high now. Yeah, oh yeah, the level of detail was incredible back then. I don't know why the video output is low. Not entirely sure why it's just suddenly decided to fucking cave in on itself. Let me pause this for a sec to let it catch up. Those ship monitors are quite good. If we can ever customize our ships, it'd be cool to change the monitor styles on ships. Yeah, definitely. 100%. Kradak. Nice name for a planet. Yeah, definitely. I want them to build a No Man's Sky zoo, teleport animals, and put them in little microbiomes next to your base. Milk them for potions. Oh dear. That sounds like a very fucking sadistic thing, but I like that. I like the idea of that. I don't know why the video output's being low. I don't know why YouTube's being fucking difficult. This setup has worked every time for me. Except now when it suddenly decides that it's too low. Fucking brilliant. Whatever, fuck it. Racetracks and roads are important. Sports and activities should be added. Oh yeah, man. All day long. All day long. Right, boys. I think I'm going to end the stream there because YouTube's been a bitch. And it has also reached the hour mark, which is generally how long I stream for. So thank you everyone for stopping by. I'll probably be doing a stream again tomorrow. And if you haven't seen the recent, get at it. It's uploaded. It's me going through Reddit and getting angry at people doing shit posts and things like that. But yeah, thank you everyone for stopping by. Does mean a lot. And I will see you guys very, very soon. So take care everyone. And eat your mum. Get what I mean.